welcome to a Let's Play and also at the same time a review on the game You Have Missed Messages. Now originally when I first recorded this, I had trouble with trying to turn down the volume of the game. And since I'm only using limited tools and abilities while in Beijing, China, unlike back home, I could not quite get the volume to turn down, and so when I went to play back after playing the entire game, the music was too loud that you could barely hear what I was trying to say. And given the context of this game and everything, I had a lot of important things to say, and I just felt like, if I publish it out there as it is, it would just be like an insult. Now, You Have Missed Messages is a visual novel game in which basically, as you will see here, that basically you're staying with a roommate and you're just living your life, and well, like I said, that you'll see what happens here on out. Because like I said, I don't want to spoil it right here and now for this. And basically, like I said, it's not a bad visual game, it's just at certain points of it, which I will, definitely show you coming up here soon. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about. And then after that point, I'll get down to what I really wanted to say that's very important. So just stick around and enjoy this, and I'll have some music to play during this time because, like I said, the music of the soundtrack on this game wasn't bad. It's just unfortunately I had to kind of mute it in order to get rid of my audio that was originally in there. So anyway, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright everyone, as you can see we're near the end of the game, and at this point I do want to talk about the important aspects of this. Now like you saw that basically, you know, in the first part, that's kind of like how sadly how real life is, that you know that the people that we feel like we know a whole lot and everything, there's still there's so many things we don't know exactly what our loved ones are going through, you know, because the people that have depression and, you know, suicidal thoughts, they always, you know, have a mask that they wear, and so the people that, you know, don't see the signs or really look into it would think that, you know, that person's okay, but in reality, you know, they are not okay. And sometimes, you know, it's just not that easy in real life. I mean, personally, like I was saying in the originally in the first message, you know, when I first played this, was that I had a good friend back in high school that I still remember how we first met, that, you know, was with my friends, and, you know, with my friends I walked by, I overheard her talking to other people how she was a little bit short on, you know, money for lunch, and, you know, I had, you know, $2, you know, that a spare $2, and, you know, I offered to, you know, give it to her $2 with, you know, no strings attached or any of that kind, you know, and she was just, you know, she just had her face lit up. She literally, you know, glommed onto me and basically said that, you know, we should get married right now, and I went, huh? And that was the first time that, you know, I met her, and, you know, there was times that, you know, we hung out, you know, between classes and everything, and the times that, you know, I seen her outside of school. And like I said, she was a very good person, and, you know, never once, you know, looking back now, that, you know, compared to me now and me back then, I never knew that she was just going through a lot. I don't know exactly what in detail, because like I said, she never really opened up to me about, you know, what was bothering her. And like I said, it was the same with other people as well, that months later I received news that, you know, she died of drug overdose. Now, whether that was for an overdose because of the addiction, or because, you know, it was a suicidal attempt, that, from my understanding, that it was the latter, that it just literally just shattered my world, basically, you know, because, sad to say, at that point, she was, well, the first friend I ever lost in that way, that through suicide, and it really just struck me to the core and everything, that the rest of the day I just, you know, basically was miserable. I was just crying non-stop. It was one of the worst things that could ever happen. And this happened over the weekend, and then the following Monday, that, you know, the students were allowed to attend to the funeral, and at that time I didn't go, and the reason why I didn't want to go was because I did want to see her, you know, her coffin, and, you know, to be lower down to the ground, because that's the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth right there, that, you know, once you see it, then, you know, she's gone from this world. And I just didn't want to accept that at that time, that, you know, I was still just going through the emotions of what happened, and I didn't go, and I basically still regret it to this point, and actually for the longest time that I blamed myself as a coward for not doing that. But it took a lot of time and a lot of advices from everyone to help me see that I wasn't really a coward. I was just still grieving about what happened, and I just didn't feel ready to accept that, you know, reality that she was gone, you know? And from there on out, I've always, you know, been a bit more attentive on people that I care about just to make sure that everything's okay. And even then that, you know, I still am attentive, you know, sometimes, you know, some people still have, you know, masks that they can wear, and it's never that easy to detect if there's a problem. And of course, what always, you know, pisses me off, that some people, you know, always see, you know, suicide as, you know, like, oh, they're being selfish, oh, they're being cowards, and everything else. And to me, that pisses me off, because these people, you know, that they took their lives, they're not cowards. They're basically people that were suffering so much that it got them to a point that they believed that that was the only way to escape from that pain, from that torment, from that inner demon that was hounding them non-stop. And like in the game that, you know, you got basically a second chance, that simply just talking to that person and really seeing, you know, what they're going through, and even being there with them and not criticizing or belittling them for what they did. Like when she basically cut her wrist, and she didn't say anything negative or got upset. She just basically asked to hold her, and basically that was a great healing. That was a great first step for that. And basically, when you belittle someone, that just makes things more worse in that situation. That they're suffering. They're going through a lot of pain. They're going through a lot of stress. They're going through a lot of torment. That it's like basically, like she said, that her life was falling apart from what she knew, and that happens a lot to some people, that they feel like at that point that all their lives are just crumbling apart and there's nothing they can do about it, and they have no control. And that, you know, they feel like, you know, there's no one out there that would listen to them or even care about what they're going through. And especially when you hear about how other people react to that, that just makes, you know, it worse to them. And that adds more fuel to the fire. So to me, it's like, you know, for people that have committed suicide, they're not cowards. I don't see them as cowards. I don't see them as being selfish. I just see them as people that they're in a lot of pain, that they need help. It also reminds me of an incident many years ago, that when I was an Uber driver and I did one pickup with this young guy that, I don't know if basically if he was going through a lot and was in deep depression or something, but he basically told me that he was going to over to his friend's place that has a gun and basically wants to off himself with that. So I literally had between 30 minutes to an hour of him in my car, and I just basically, you know, talked to him and, you know, try to help him out as best that I could, because I didn't want to, you know, just drive there and just take him over there and do absolutely nothing, because I know that, you know, on the one hand, I made it an effect that, you know, he hasn't committed, that he has gotten the help he needed and everything. But also on the other hand, he might have, you know, done it. I have no idea at this point, so. But I basically, throughout that entire Uber trip, I talked to him. I tried to, you know, help him out and be there as best that I can. And basically, you know, I remember what I said to him was that, you know, because he said that, you know, life would be better, you know, when he did that. And I asked him, like, well, how do you know if it would be better? Because, you know, once you kill yourself, you kill yourself. So you're not going to know exactly if that's going to make life any better or just make it worse. And basically, you know, it doesn't, it may stop for you, but what about the the people that, still care about you, your family, your friends, and everyone else that's close to you, and especially your friend, how he's gonna feel that, you decide to off yourself with his own gun and everything. I mean, I didn't want to, make it sound like, telling him he was being selfish, because that's not the right thing to say, but I tried to tell him that, that essentially, if you let the fear, if you let the pain of what is going on right now cloud your judgment and everything, you won't know the full truth of it, and will never know what will happen. Because I'm not gonna also say in the sense that, like it's a simple thing to do, but because, for people that have depression and, at that level, it's not that easy, but in the grand scheme of things, that there's always something, it's not the end of it, You may feel like, oh, this is the end and everything. It's like, no, it's not. That, this is only a moment in time, period, to where, you feel like nothing's going right for you, everything is falling apart. It may be the case, but then there's always, the aftermath. The end, it doesn't necessarily end of everything. The end could be an end of something, but a beginning of something new. So you won't be able to know what that beginning will be if you committed, if you do commit the act of suicide. So basically, just like in the game, I just, listen to that guy, talk about it, I talked to him, tried to be there for him, supported that. I believe that I might have gotten through to him, because basically while, we arrived at his place, his friend was arrived there, that I actually convinced him to call his mother over my cell phone, and they talked about it, and he basically just cried and let out. And that's why I believe that, that he was going to be okay, that, he was able to open up to what he was going through. And from there on out, his friend arrived, he got out of the car and everything, and never saw him again. So haven't heard any news about, any, cases like that. So I don't know if he's, if he actually got the help he needed, or if he may have committed it. I don't know exactly. But I like to think that at that moment I have made that impact, that, that it may have failed my friend back in high school, that I would like to think that at that point, I like to think that I at least helped him out, at least point him in the right direction of where he can go towards, something better than just, give up and, not know what happens. It's not that easy to really talk about, this kind of subject, because given to what's happened and, happened to me personally, and, I don't want to seem like, oh, I have all the answers to problem, because I really don't. That I'm this guy that, has, went through the experiences of these events, and even then, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to talk about. It doesn't get any better. You don't build a tolerance toward that. It still hits you like a ton of bricks. It's not that easy. But what I can do at least is, in the description box, I do have some links and phone numbers, hotlines to the suicide prevention, or organizations and people that you can seek out help if you're ever in that situation that you feel like committing suicide. That there's always a chance to pull yourself out of it. And the other thing why I'm always a bit hesitant, talking about this, is because well, like I said, for one thing, I don't want to seem like I have all the answers to all that, because people will claim, oh, I have all the answers to this kind of situation. You know, it's just being arrogant for that. And to me, and even then, if I do, you know, even the suggestions that I give right now for that, some people, it may work, it may not work. You know, it depends on that person, and that's the key, the most important thing about that, and that is the key, that the person themselves are the only ones that can, you know, get the help they need. But if they feel like, you know, they can't get help and that nothing's going to get better and all that, then they're not going to pursue the help that you want to provide for them. And even then, if they do get help, it's best to, you know, not just be the main anchor of it, but be one of the anchors to that person, and you know, be by their side to, you know, when they seek professional help, you know, a professional that's been certified, that knows exactly what they're talking about and what to do. So like, even then, I would, you know, even say like, you know, if you don't trust what I'm saying, then just, you know, seek a professional's opinion on that, and they can give you a lot better answers than I could. So, probably wondering is like why I'm still jabbering on about this. That I feel that in the sense that this is an important message that, you know. Well, I do want to say this, for the people that feel, you know, that committing suicide is the way to go, that I just want to tell you that it's not really the answer, that you won't know exactly how is it going to be, that when you commit that final act, you won't know if your life will be better, and you won't know how everyone that, you know, cares about you is going to react to that, and that they're going to, you know, regret for the rest of their life, wondering that, you know, they did something wrong, that they failed that person. And basically, suicide is not the answer. That it's far from the answer. It doesn't fix the problems. It never will fix the problems. It's only going to create more sorrow and tragedy. Just want to let those people know that, you know, you do have people that care about you. That there are people that actually will listen and care about you, about what you're going through and what you're feeling. But it's up to you and you alone to, you know, actually see that help and to seek out for that help. And because I always live by this saying that even if the, you know, things are not going your way, as long as you have at least one person that cares about you and is, you know, supportive of you, then you should try to not give up on that person. And more importantly, you should never give up on yourself. That you still have a lot to go for, you know, you still have a lot to live for and a lot to have to offer. Even if you don't feel like you have a lot to offer, you do. You have a lot to offer to your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your best friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You know, even your pets and everything. You know, you are of value to somebody out there in the world. And it takes you and you alone to seek out that help. But once you do, you'll be able to find, you know, you'll be able to start to feel better and start the healing process. And to the people that, you know, are not sure what to do, you know, for their loved ones or friends that are, you know, at that state, just be there for them. You know, just take the time to sit down and talk to them. I mean, like in the game where basically just lying in the bed and just talking about it. You know, just talk to them, listen to what they say, and just be supportive of them. Let them know that, you know, you're there for them, that you're there to help them out. You know, be their guide, be their light in their darkest hour, basically. And if it, you know, works, keep pushing forward. But if it still happens, then don't blame yourself. As long as you tried your best to be there for that person and try to help them out as best you can, then that's all you can really do. You know? Just kind of wish, you know, sometimes I had the option to go back and, you know, try to help my friend out at that time before she overdosed. Don't know if that would make things better or make things worse or would make any change. I don't know. But even though sometimes I wonder if, you know, if I could do that, all I can really do at this point is just remember and, you know, just continue on living, because I would know that if she were here right now, in person, she would tell me to not give up, to keep going. So I just want to let basically my message to everyone and anyone that you're not a mistake, you're not worthless, you are someone special, you have a lot of value, you are loved, and you should never, ever give up. Alright, well, anyway, that's all the time I have for this game and this review. So if you find this on Steam, I will definitely give this a try out, as different endings you can get, but I think I'm done playing this for now. So in any case, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've been enjoying this as much as I have. And as always, leave a comment below, subscribe for more for your update, share us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and other social medias, and don't forget to like button and help out the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Smartphone users, press the button down there. PC users, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the link up there. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Also, you there, the one who didn't follow my orders? I'm coming for you now.